Dr. Michelle Cunningham coming at you with the Fabulous Friday message. In today's message, I wanted to share my secrets to having the perfect party. The components of like what it takes to have a perfect party so that you are moving your business forward, finding new team members, getting sales, getting future bookings, and having fun. So I'm going to start off with the beginning of the party. So at your perfect party, the hostess, you arrive 30 minutes early, you're there with the hostess. If she's traveling to you, a little bit different. Usually they just come in a taxi out to your house or wherever you're holding the appointment. And when they arrive, I'm just like, great to have you guys. Where are you from? Okay, cool. Do like friendship, like get to know them. Okay, where you guys from? Oh, cool. How do you guys know each other? Oh, awesome. Sweet. Okay, cool. Well, here, you guys can sit right here and you can fill these profiles out. Can I get you water or do you want coffee? Okay, you want coffee? Okay, got it. You just fill that out and I'll be right back. Then I bring their water or their coffee. And then sometimes the hostess brings snacks that she sets out, and that's totally cool too. They say, okay, so tell me a little bit about your skin. Is it normal to dry? Is it combination to oily? And I say, I'm going to ask this of all of you guys. So, or sometimes if I'm in a rush, I'll just say, is anyone have oily skin? And usually they're like, no, not me, not me. Okay, cool. Because I live in Ohio, and like most people don't have oily skin, and so it's kind of a thing. But if you live in the South, different. So, so if I'm in a rush, I'll just say, anyone have oily skin? Okay, cool. Mostly normal, combo to normal, or normal to dry, I mean. Okay, awesome. I'm going to set that up. And for foundation today, we're going to be doing CC cream. It's like a tinted moisturizer, but you do have the option of a mineral powder. Anyone prefer that? And sometimes I'll say, and your third option is if you like more of a full coverage foundation that like feels like you have nothing on but still makes you look flawless, that's an option too. So sometimes they're like, ooh, flawless, I want that one. So whichever one you say flawless with, they want that foundation. So if you want to gear them towards one of them. So you give them the option to say, okay, great, let me get those set up for you. And but right before I set those up here, let me give you guys satin hands. I'll give this to the hostess. All you're going to do is just give everyone a little bit of this. This is your hand softener, guys. Put this all over to soften your dry, dead skin. Then put one pump of this. This is your scrub. So put a pump of this, scrub it off, soap and scrubbers all in one. Take the dead skin off, and then wash and dry your hands. Okay, cool? So, and then while they're washing their hands, I put the hand cream on the counter at the table they're sitting at. I say, when you get back, just put a little bit of this. It's shea butter hand cream. You don't need a lot, and it'll hydrate your hands for 24 hours. It's awesome. So I let them run their own set hands. You don't have to walk around the whole table. You can literally give them the bottle and just say, here, put it on. But show them how much to use so you're not wasting a lot of product. So then while they're doing that, I'm filling their trays, and then I set their trays up in front of them. I pull their trays away from them to fill them up because if you do it in front of them, it's like awkward. I used to do that. I used to lean over everybody. Like, I don't know, it took me years to realize that was awkward. So I take all the trays away, fill them up, and then return them to them. So I put the trays in front of them. I give them a little dish of water because the new Miracle Set 3D, you really need to add water. If you go to the dollar store, you get 6 jars. They're like, what do you call those? Ramekins. They're clear and they're cute, and we fill them with water. So we bought like a bunch of those. So we just have those. They're also good to put little chocolates in or to put your creamers in or your sugars in. So like those bowls are like for everything. You can use them for everything. Ketchup for your French fries. Anyway, so you give them those bowls. And then I say, okay, so we're going to go along real quick. I give you all your mirrors, here's your water, and we're going to do introductions. So tell me your name, what you do for work, and something you're really excited about. Cool? Or something that makes you awesome. So they all go around, and I interact. And they're like, oh, I work at the Cleveland Clinic. I'm like, what do you do there? Oh, I do the blah, blah, blah. Oh, my gosh, you know so-and-so? Right? So, like, interacting. And then I say, okay, now I'm going to quickly share my story. And I believe that your story, your inspirational story, is one of the most important things that you can share at a party. I quickly realized very early on that the difference between my mundane and boring story and a national's story was just really the confidence. So I thought, well, what if I just acted confidence when I delivered my story and shared some inspirational things? So I am going to share my story in this call so that you can hear how I say it. But you can take tidbits of this, and even if you don't have a big story, you can make tidbits. Even when I didn't have a big story, I made it sound like I was a big deal. Like I was in a red jacket and people are like, she's a big deal. This chick's a big deal. And it's just about the confidence that you have at your party and how your story comes out. So, okay, my name is Michelle. I joined Mary Kay when I was 23. I went to a Mary Kay event. All I remember, there was a lady in the room making 6 figures. There was another one that was a millionaire. There was another one that was driving a free car, and they were all happy. And I was like, dude, this is either really awesome or this is totally a scam. I went home, I told my mom, and she confirmed that indeed Mary Kay is totally a scam. So then I was not joining Mary Kay. Then a week later, I remembered I was 23, and at 23 you don't listen to your mom, so I signed up anyway. Anyone ever been there? Yeah. So I joined, and that was 15 years ago. And let me tell you what, 15 years ago, was anyone involved in direct sales? Yeah, 15 years ago was hard. There was no text message. There was no Facebook. So they were like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm an introvert. I'm like kind of shy. So like you're build your business by going up to strangers in parking lots. I'm like, me? That's horrifying. Are people doing this? Because I'm not doing that. So I proceeded to tell no one I sold Mary Kay for 6 years. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. I told no one I sold Mary Kay because I was too nervous and shy. And then I lost my job. 29 years old, I was in real estate, the market crashed, and I was out of a job, you guys. So I always say a man is not a backup plan, and you should always have a plan B. Well, luckily I had my plan B. It was Mary Kay. And I said, well, I wasn't doing much with this, but now, instead of just saving money on my makeup, maybe I could actually do something with this. So I decided to do more. Went online, found a lady that sells Mary Kay. The lady I happened to pick out of all the ladies has earned over $3 million in her Mary Kay career, and she's driven 15 free pink Cadillacs. Like, say, crazy, right? So that lady became my mentor. And what I loved about her, she's 4'11". She has short, spiky hair. She barely wears makeup, and she suffers from social anxiety disorder. And she actually fainted at her first Mary Kay party. And I had her as my mentor. And what was so great about her was that she was relatable, and she was real, and she was not perfect. And I thought, well, gosh, I'm relatable and real, and I'm not perfect. Maybe I could do this. And so she taught me her system, how to use text message and Facebook to build a business. And I could do that. I don't want to walk up to strangers, but I could text people. So she showed me her system, and that first month I accidentally made $1,000, not really knowing what I was doing. And I thought, not a ton of money, but if I could double or triple that, that could be a viable source of income. And I don't know about you guys, but I grew up poor. Like, we got gifts from our church at Christmas time and in our community, and we got food from our church when we ran out. We just, single mom, 3 kids, we just didn't have a lot. And so I always knew that when you had money, you had choices. But I also knew that I could live on very little. So I was willing to live on very little for a little bit because I wanted to build this. Because if you give it your guts in Mary Kay for like 2, 3 years, it can literally change your life forever. And so I was willing to do that. So yeah, I gave it my guts for 6 months, and would you believe 6 months later I earned a free car from Mary Kay. That month I made over $5,000, and I earned a free car. And I thought, I became a sales director, top 1% of Mary Kay, and I thought, okay, well, that was awesome. What if I just keep building this because this could get better? And so I grew up poor. When I made $5,000 in 1 month, I'm like, well, dude, now that I'm wealthy, we'll just do Mary Kay forever. So here we are. This is 9 years later, and I have continued to build my business, and I now lead one of the fastest Mary Kay teams in the nation. Now, I never, this little sentence I'm saying to you guys right now, I never had this part of the story. So it could even just stop, it could stop it. Here's what happened 6 months later, right? And if you didn't have that story, well, listen to the first 6 years of my story. Maybe your story is kind of like the first 6 years of mine. So it's rewriting that story in a way that attracts an audience. So if you've just made a jump and you're starting to work your business, rewrite your story. You can copy portions of mine to make it like, oh, that's a pretty cool story. But people listen to my story the whole time. And I said, so now I lead one of the fastest growing teams in the nation. There's over 900 girls on my team. I've helped all these women on this wall earn free cars and drive and quit their jobs, and I am passionate about it. I love what I do now, and my passion is sharing it with other women. So at the end, we're going to give you more info about the Mary Kay business. It might not be for anyone in this room, but we always share it with you because you might know someone that's looking for an opportunity. So just watch what we do today. If it seems easy and fun, well, it is. So let's get started. Cool? Then I share 5 fun facts about Mary Kay. If you're like, what 5 fun facts do you share? If you go go on YouTube and just type in Michelle Cunningham 3D Miracle Set Party, it should pop up. I've got the whole party. You can see the whole thing, so I won't go through the whole thing. But I share the 5 facts about Mary Kay. I think it's really important. People are so obsessed with chemicals and so obsessed with safety profiles, so we need to nip that in the butt at the beginning of our party. We follow the European Union standards. We are hypoallergenic. Like, you will gain so many more clients if you address that right up front. It's super important. We don't test on animals. Another huge one. We are a super green company. That's big for the recycle people. We donate money to domestic violence shelters and cancers affecting women. Hello. And everything we create is right here in America. It's American made. Started by a company. Started by a woman who had a dream to enrich women's lives. So we're one of the few companies that actually manufactures and creates all of our products right here in America. Like, right? Those are exciting facts. So I share those a little bit longer than that. And then I just walk them through the miracle set. I use the flip chart. Really important to use the flip chart. We started using it, and people are they're more engaged, and they realize, wow, this is easy. She's reading from a chart. So you do the flip chart, and not every product's in there, but whatever. You don't need a picture for everything. So microderm's not in there, but who cares? And you just flip through it, and then you're going to play a game. Now, you don't play games before they like you. They like you after they put on their foundation. They pick up their mirror, they look at themselves in good light, and then they feel happy. Now they like you, and now they're open to playing a game. So now we say, great, okay, we're going to play a game. So first, we do skincare, microderm, foundation primer. This is all in the video. Under eye corrector, CC cream, and translucent powder. And I might have missed something there, but something like that. Then we play the fabulous game. So I hold up seats and I say, this is called the fabulous game. This is if you guys happen to know anyone who's fabulous that you think would enjoy a pampering session. You put their name and their number. We should text them, you circle text. If it's a call, you circle call. And there's a winner. Whoever gives the most names wins a prize. There is a point system, 2 points if they're 25 and older, 1 point if they're 18 to 24. And if you check the box on the bottom that we can reach out to their Facebook friends, you get 100 bonus points. So that is the game. On your mark, get set, go. So they play the game, and they race off, and they're playing. And I don't talk to them while they play the game. If you talk to them while they play the game, you're shooting yourself in the foot because they're talking with you and not focused. They need full focus to look on their phone and write down numbers. So just walk away and go eat a banana in your kitchen or go away. So that's what I do. I go eat a banana. And then I come back and I say, who's the winner? I come back like 10 minutes later. Like, I just keep checking on them. But if someone's still writing, I don't stop the game because you're essentially stopping yourself from getting more leads. And that's just like not a good business idea. So I let the game go on. I'm like, does someone need another sheet? Oh, girl, she's 2 sheets. I'll give you 3 just in case. So some people fill out 3 sheets. And, like, I love those people. Right? So then we play Deal or No Deal. I hold up little cards and say, we're going to play one more game called Deal or No Deal. Say, deal if you'd like to come back, pick a party, and win a prize. So here's the different parties you can pick from. We do a supermodel makeover party. We'll teach you how to contour your eyes, do eyeliner, mascara, cheek color, and lip color. We even do a before and after photo. We do a smoky eye workshop. We teach you how to do a smoky eye without looking like you have a black eye. And the third party is a pajama party. We do our charcoal mask, a moisture renewing gel mask, satin hands, satin lips, all these body treatments. So you leave looking not gorgeous, but you wake up looking younger. Pretty fun. And you come in your pajamas. So those are the different parties you can pick from. The way the game works, it's called Deal or No Deal. You say deal if you want to come back, you want to pick a party, and you want to win a prize. And you say no deal if you don't want to come back, you don't want to pick a party, and you hate winning prizes. And I do that. And then they all look at me and they all start laughing. I'm like, who's my first dealer in the room? And I hold my little cards out and I walk around. Deal, you deal? Okay, you always want to start with the girl who's going to say deal. You don't want to pick the one who's going to say no deal because she sets the tone. Deal, okay, awesome, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And then I go over my closing sheet. I think it's better to lead with the opportunity first. It's option number 1. This is your best deal of all. Option number 2 is taking home products. You can sign people up on the spot by doing best deal of all. We also put paper agreements on the table so if they do want to sign up on the spot, they can start the process. Once they've committed to starting to fill out a paper agreement at a party, you can just pull out your phone or your computer and have them finish it online so that it goes through and they can read all the electronic terms and conditions. And so that is what I do. Then after the party, I always make sure I make notes of everybody with, everyone I sit with when I'm closing. To say, how fun, how's your skin feel? What would be on your wish list? Okay, what do you want to take home today? As I'm writing up the order, I say, have you ever thought about doing something like this? Sometimes we're like, no, never in a million years, and I will never do this. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, right? Some are just completely not interested, but some people are like, yeah, I've thought about it. If they have any sort of inkling like that, they've thought about it, you need to meet that person for coffee. You need to tell your director, meet that person for coffee. Because if they've thought about it, they just need more information, and we need to get them more information. So if they've thought about it, send them a video to watch, meet them for coffee, chat by phone, whatever you need to do. Coffee is best. But show them that you care. Because I don't have people join my team because, they thought I was nice. They joined my team because I cared, and I followed up, and I checked in, and I invited again. And I said, hey, girls, you're with me. Hey, blah, blah. I check with them, sometimes 20 times, and then they join my team. So your follow-up needs to be on point. So those are that's what I do for the perfect party. You get bookings from your party that way. You get sales from your party that way. You get future teammates from your party that way, and you get referrals. And those are the 4 things you want to accomplish. Some parties you don't accomplish all 4, you might accomplish only 1. Some parties are all broke, no one wants to join, no one wants to book a party with you, but they'll give you a ton of referrals. So just know that in your business, sometimes you don't get a ton, but you got a ton of referrals and something good came from it. So just always remember that you're building a business that you're doing. So anyway, this is Executive Senior Pink Cadillac Sales Director Michelle Cunningham. I hope you have a fabulous Friday. Goodbye.